Welcome to the Snowdonia Way. Hey! I've just found a tiny little tick. This is unbelievable. Have a look at this. Why is it so big? The path is just squelching. Jeepers. A little bit dodgy bit. Good morning, Martin.
Good morning.
It's very easy to get lost in these sorts of conditions. The pad is wet, the sleeping bag is wet.
This looks like a good place to stop for a break.
4-pack of cobs and a 4-pack of bitters. This is supposed to be the low route. Oh. This big clock tower is where we're going to start the walk tomorrow morning. So we booked an Airbnb for the night because it was actually cheaper than booking 2 hotel rooms, and we have 2 rooms because Snowbag's here. But we even let him have the double bed because he's going to need his energy for this one. But yeah, it's a whole townhouse. Here's the room I'm in. Nice bathroom, and there's a living room, kitchen, dining room downstairs. But it's, what time is it now? It's just gone 10 PM, so pretty much need to get to sleep and then get started in the morning. Good morning and welcome to the official start of the Snowdonia Way. We've got 96 miles from this little town and this clock tower in Mackenleff, the bottom of Hiiker National Park, all the way to the top of Hiiker National Park in Culley. And we're looking forward to seeing what this adventure brings. Are you ready for it, Dad?
We're ready.
We've made a friend. Good catch. The Snowdonia Way has 2 options. There's a mountain trail which looks like a grueler, has about 8,000 metres of ascent, 120 miles, and it takes in all like the top summits of Snowdonia. Or there's a lower route which sticks to the valleys and sort of a few passes and things like that. And we're going to take the lower route. We want to see what that's like. We want to build our legs up, and if we love it, we'll probably come back and do the mountain one. But we might take some. There are options if you want to do some higher trails, and it's not a signposted route, so you can kind of make it up yourself. But we're following a route that I've downloaded onto the Hiiker app. So 96 miles, we're split into about 6 sections, and the first section today will be 15.5 miles over to Dolgefly. So we're quite an easy day to start, I reckon. Bit of road walking. You happy with that?
Sounds good to me. Who else is coming on as well?
There's a fisherman there just in the water. The scenery's spectacular already. So packing for this trip was quite a tricky one to figure out, because October, Snowdonia could go either way. It could be still quite warm from the back end of summer, also could be absolutely gipping, rain, cold, miserable the whole way. So I've kind of packed like in between the two, and somehow I managed to get all my gear into a 26 litre backpack. I'll go through my kit when we camp up tonight quickly. But what have you packed for?
Arctic conditions, Sam. Boys, never take a chance.
The route, I believe, follows quite a lot of cycle trails. You can cycle a lot of Snowdonia too, so it's quite hilly but easy trail to walk on to start with. So it's a nice, good way to warm up the legs and really get into it. And the scenery and the weather today is perfect for it. So we're just pooting along, enjoying it. Getting extra steps in. Tell you what, this time of year it's absolutely beautiful. The trees are just changing colour, coming into autumn. I love the feeling of having everything on my back and just setting off on a multi-day hike. This is the second one I've done in Wales. I did the Pembrokeshire Coast Path and I've made a video of that, that was amazing. So I'm looking forward to this one because I've not done that much in Wales, to be honest. So let's see what Snowdonia is all about. So this route also passes Snowdon or Urwydva, and I think we'll be camping somewhere near the bottom of it. So we might see if we can take a slight deviation and climb up to the summit. We'll convince Dad to do that one. So we're 4 miles in and we're just coming into this small village called, what's that called?
Culley. Well, we Sklid Willis.
We'll go with that, shall we?
No,
no, I ain't got a clue. Sorry, any Welsh people watching this, but no idea. I've tried to learn some of the names, but it's a difficult language to learn, actually. Looks like there's a little pub here. I think it's only open from 6 till 11 p.m. Hi mate. No, we're just passing by. I can't say I've ever seen a pub that looks like that. Be interesting to go in. Nice little village there. Some guys doing some wood chipping, which is very loud there. Oh, look at this for a little balcony. Imagine that, having your morning coffee there. Yeah, have a look at that. It's so clear. It's lovely walking through the valleys. Big mountains either side, lots of trees, and if you fancied a short day, this is 4.5 miles in. A lot of campsites close at the end of September for the sort of end of season, so we're at that time of year where we might get to camp, we might find campsites and they'll probably be closed. So we're going to look for campsites if we can, but we'll wild camp if we need to. We do both enjoy a nice shower, so campsites if they're open, wild camp if not. So this little place is where Dad stays with his mountaineering club, don't you?
Dog mountaineering club, yeah. And we can have a little paddle down here.
Looks lovely, doesn't it?
There's a little spot there where we can camp if there's too many of us staying indoors.
So just off the trail there's a little village called Culley, and looks like there's a coffee shop there. It's only 0.4 of a mile off, so we're going to head and grab a coffee. We're 5.5 miles in, and it's only 10 a.m. Hello. A little pub here, and then I think there's a coffee shop along here. Cafe, yeah. What day is it? Open. Lovely little cafe. Hello. Can we get 2 flat whites, please?
Off to a good start.
You've got to share it, mate.
Hello.
Dad's got a toasty and I've got an apple. I'm dieting. Tell you what, if you ever do this trail, make sure you stop in Culley. It's a lovely little place, nice cafe too. We better get some miles in there. They look really cool, don't they? See the big quarry up behind it there. There are lots of slate quarries all over Snowdonia. I imagine these are the quarry houses, and that's where they're working the slate. And the quarry's just up the back of there. Now, there is a trail called the Snowdonia Slate Trail, which is like a big loop, passes a lot of the slate mines and quarries, and that looks really nice. We'll have to give that a go sometime. I'd love to live in a little tiny house like that in the mountains. A little bit bigger than my van, much bigger than my tent. Be so get a fire going, be nice and cosy. It's been mostly roads so far, and now we're actually on a bit of a trail, which is a nice change. Tell you what though, the scenery is unbelievable. We've not seen anyone, no people walking, so obviously it's a weekday in October, most people have jobs and that, but still very peaceful. because there's no signage for the Snowdonia Way, you are just essentially linking different trails together. So you can choose a little bit where you go, but on the app, I'll link the route down in the description, but on the Hiiker app there is a proper route that you can follow, which we're on at the moment. You can hear a little waterfall, I think. Oh, this is nice. Very boggy. It's pretty boggy ground, so my feet are wet already, but I tend to, for these long distance ones, I tend to wear non-waterproof trail running shoes because they will get wet pretty much inevitably, whatever I'm wearing, but these will just dry a little bit quicker. So when you get back on a bit of road or a bit of dry path, they won't hold any water, they'll just start drying up. And I bring a spare pair of socks, so if my feet are soaked, stop for a few minutes, let them air out, change my socks. This is supposed to be the low route. Oh. I'll tell you what would be good at the top of this pass, a nice bench.
Perfect.
Oh man, we climbed up to 1260 feet, so it's not that low, the low route. So you can just see the range of Cadair Idris in the background there. If you were to do the mountain route, you'd actually come over the top of there, so that would be nice.
That'd be a tough day, that one, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So we've just found a little makeshift bench. On my theme of healthy eating, I've got rice cakes and these tins of it's tuna in olive oil, and it's actually really good. So we've got protein and fats, a bit of carbs, and I do have a bag of snacks just in case. But
chocolate and just fat. Chocolate and just fat.
Sorted. Oh, they do lack benches in Wales. We've noticed that, haven't we, Dad?
Definitely.
But farm trailers do the job. Thanks. What's your opinion?
Delicious and nutritious.
Nice little field of Christmas trees. How's your first day back on the trail been?
Oh, it's been a tough one. No, it's not too bad. Yeah, it should be good, mate. Good, I'm looking forward to being under canvas tonight.
Under canvas. No, it has been a nice start to the trail. Lovely views, fairly easy walking, good hill to get the heart and lungs going, and not too many miles. It's probably going to be 16 in total when we get down there. This is if a campsite's open. We haven't even figured that one out yet, so we might have to carry on in wild camp, but we're just hopeful, aren't we? Optimistic.
Optimistic.
I can see a campsite, well, see some motorhomes here, so if we can get round to there, we'll go see if that one's got a bit of space for a couple of little tents right next to a graveyard.
I think if I've got this right, it might be a campsite, which is a naturist campsite.
What?
It could well be.
What?
I know there's something around one of these places where it says naturist campsite, but I don't know. But there is another campsite further around.
No, it's a bit cold for that, isn't it? Jeepers. Here's the campsite. There's a picture of a tent, which is good. It doesn't say anything about nudists.
Must have been a dream.
He's hopeful, I'll give him that. We're in. It's open all year, including Christmas Day apparently, and £16 for the night each, but it showers, Wi-Fi, a lovely view, and I think there's a picnic bench. There's no one else camping by the looks of it, but Dad'll be happy because there's a picnic bench. Worth for 16 quid just for that. Design it up, look.
Where's the picnic bench?
Look at this, is a lovely spot. Nice and flat, nice view. Perfect. Right, let me quickly show you how all this stuff is in a 26 litre pack. Pack is a Mammoth Dukin 26, and then basically I've got my tent on the front, which is the Durston X Dome. The poles for that are on the side. Also got my waterproof jacket in the front and a little wind stopper fleece. Poles, and then inside I've got a massive bag of food for a few days worth. Cook kit, which is my pot and coffee. I'll show you all this stuff a little bit more in a bit. Some waterproof trousers, battery pack, wash kit and towel, and then finally in there is sleeping bag, sleeping mat, spare clothes, down jacket, all in there. And then on the top of the bag I've got my water filter, I've got first aid kit, some headphones, little bits and bobs like that. But yeah, all into a 26 litre pack, and enough for 2 litres of water, 1.5 and then half, and that's my little protein shaker as well. Let's get set up. What you got?
Just that. And
Just that. But do you put that on top of you when you go to sleep?
Yeah, just slowly like wrap it round me, mate.
Sorted. Inside this little bag, down jacket, pillow plus spare clothes, spare socks, gloves and a schnood, sleeping pad and a little pump for that, and finally sleeping bag. Here's my little flex tail tiny pump. It's so light. I got this one because it was actually less weight than the pump sack that comes with the sleeping pad. So little battery in there, pumps it up in like a minute. So tent is the Durston X Dome 1 Plus, and I've got the solid inner. I've actually got both, but when it gets to the colder months, solid inner is perfect. And you can actually unzip this to get a little bit of mesh. And then sleeping pad is the Nemo Tensor All Season, which keeps me warm down into the minuses. And then the sleeping bag is a Rab Mythic 400, which is rated at a -6. Probably wouldn't go that far with it, but I could put my down jacket on if it got that cold. But it's so light, unbelievably light. And then my pillow, I'll put my down jacket in this Firmrest pillowcase. Happy days, that's it. And all that weighs, so you got about 500 odd grams, 600 and something grams for the sleeping bag, tent's about 1 kilo. It's literally like just over 2 kilos for almost the whole sleep setup. Crazy, but see how it goes. Show us your setup then, Dad.
Well, I've got myself a pillow. I just fold it a bit of cloth like that, and that's it really. And then I just put my hood up, keep warm. Pillow down, head down.
Perfect. What do you do if it rains?
Pardon?
What do you do if it rains?
I'll go underneath.
Dad's got the good old Durston X Mid Solid 2-manner, which you've used quite a few nights now, haven't you?
Yeah, good.
What do you reckon, like 50, no, 100 nights?
Easy.
More?
Yeah, more.
Yeah, 100 nights and he still loves it, so there's a good recommendation.
Definitely.
Oh, I forgot to mention actually the tarp, which is separate to the tent. That's a DD Hammocks Magic Carpet XL or something. It was like 20 something pounds off Amazon. And it fits this tent perfectly. Weighs 300 to 400 grams, so yeah, probably at 2.5 kilos for all of this, which is still light, isn't it? Happy with that. So my first ever long distance hike, I carried about 22 kilos of weight, and now I'm down to sort of half of that, at least, less than half of that. So you probably gathered I'm a little bit of a gear nerd. I really enjoy all that sort of stuff. Dad's not so much, so show us your sleep setup, Dad. Let's see what you know the name of.
Right, I've got a cloth in there that I use, that I get in, so I don't make my sleeping bag mucky or smelly. And I've got a Cedar Summit sleeping bag, lightweight, and I've got a Cedar Summit mattress, And I put my poncho down, and I've also, as you can see, I've got that silver mat that I put down to stop the cold coming through. Hopefully that'll keep me nice and warm and snug as a bug in a rug.
So basically Dad's got a tent bottom, a poncho, and a 1R value folding mat, about a 3 or 4R value sleeping mat. What's that on top? A Gore-Tex bivvy bag, a sleeping bag, and then a sleeping bag inner. So,
and I can use them also for doubling up. So my poncho, if it starts chuck it down, chuck it over the top of everything. The Gore-Tex bivvy bag, if it does get a bit condensation, a bit wet, I can get inside it. I can go inside, and also the other is just to keep the cold coming through from the bottom, coming up and making my back cold. So I'm a bit warm.
You'll be cocooned. You'll wake up and butterfly will come out of the tent in the morning. Lovely spot for the night though. That's our view. Dog flies down there. We're going to have a little walk down now, see if we can see what's around the town. It's quite early actually. We finished walking about 3:30. So yeah, we'll catch you in a bit. Right, let's have a quick look at the shower block. Here's the gents. Hello. Not too bad. We've come for a little walk into the town. It just started raining a bit, so we've got our jackets on, but there's a co-op here. I don't really need anything because I've got about 2 kilos of food, but Dad's going to pick up some snacks and stock up for tomorrow. We're just having a little wander around the town, which is very nice. Look at this. Tell you what, it's pub-tastic around here. We're looking for somewhere just to grab a quick coffee whilst we're here before we go back to the tents. But yeah, nice place. Look at this. Pharmacy. Where's coffee at?
Thank you.
Cheers. Good first day. Done. Oh, I'll tell you what, we both pretty much just fell asleep in front of that fire. So we woke up like, whoa, we're going to get some food cooked at the tents and probably get an early night. I don't know what the time, getting old now, I'm 35. Oof. So today we walked from there all the way around to there. Tomorrow we're aiming for up there. So tomorrow's quite a big day. Hopefully camp somewhere around this lake here. Tonight's meal we have a chicken keema curry, which is staying in my healthy, because there's a nice healthy list of ingredients, so it's actually not too bad. Just started raining, so I've retired to the tent, but I'm going to enjoy this and then get some sleep, so we'll see you in the morning for day 2. Morning, welcome to day 2. It actually rained most of the night last night, but now it's stopped luckily, so I'm starting off the day. I've actually brought protein powder with me on this one. Got a little protein shake in this small Nalgene bowl. I'm having a Trek protein flapjack, a bit of oats, and of course a coffee. And just increases my protein intake. I always eat loads of sweets and chocolates on this sort of stuff, so I'm making a bit of a change this time and I'll see how it makes me feel. But I'm going to pack up soon and get ready to go. Morning, mate.
Good morning. How are we?
How we doing? Feeling good?
Not too bad. Well, not too bad. Yeah, just got a cup of tea on. Had an all-day breakfast and I'm ready to go.
Happy day.
Once I pack my tent away.
It's 7 a.m, so we've got a little bit of time before we get going, but there's a lot of low clouds, so I'm not sure what the weather's going to do. It's always worth carrying a little cloth with you so you can wipe off any excess moisture that's left on your tent, or in winter wipe the frost off, and then it's a little bit lighter when you pack it away and it's better for the tent. I'll tell you what's better than having a coffee in the morning. Having 2 coffees in the morning. Just stopped at the co-op to pick up another one, and then we're back on the trail, heading out of Dolgefly and I think into the forests again. So through the valley. Let's do it. It's a nice little building, look. Well, it's been there a few years. The abbey was begun in 1198. How old were you then?
Be about 17.
They're called airstreams, or? This chap just said we can have it. He said it's been there years, no one uses it, so we've got ourselves an airstream
He
tonight.
said it's heavy, but I'll take it.
So the goal today is to get over to a place called Trawsfynydd, where there's a huge lake or a linn, and it's about 16-17 miles away. Hopefully find somewhere to camp by the lake, and it looks like a really nice spot, so looking forward to getting there. Back on an actual trail now as well, through the forests. Nice views over Cadder in the background. Lovely. We've been spotting a few deer along this section. I couldn't get it on this camera, but again I got it on my phone. You can just see it running there, maybe. That's the third one we've seen. Lovely area this. Cracking views down the valley. We're just stopping for a little break. We've got lovely views all around. We've just climbed up to about 800 feet, so nice warm up. It's hard to layer for this because you're either red hot or a bit chilly when you stop. For a snack we've got a little Huel bar and some dried cranberries, a source of gut friendly fibre. What you got?
Pussers, peanuts and flapjack.
Buses, peanuts and flapjack. Looking at the map, we've come right up to the top here, and then we're going right back down into the valley in that direction. So the low route comes high, then drops low, comes high, then drops low. But it gives you some amazing views. Lovely place. Can't believe there are buildings up here. Seems like we're so far into the middle of nowhere. The route seems to go straight past this house. Feels a bit weird. The door's open, look, so someone obviously lives there and there's absolutely no access and no roads, or so they must have to hike here. Just having to hike to your house. Strange that. Cool though. Good way of getting away from everyone, isn't it? This is the sort of sign we like to see. Coffee, beer garden, homemade food. Is it open?
Oh,
Probably not, let's go find out. Love these little buildings. Hey, it says open. It's a good little find, isn't it? Come on in. The place is huge. Good opportunity to plug in the phone and power bank for a little bit. There's a little cafe part at the end. It's literally empty, but I'm going to get some food. She's doing a jacket potato, some coffees, and the jets have been flying over as well, so hopefully we can capture some of that.
We have, bare minimum in the room.
Sorted. Coffees. Apparently it's about £60 for a double room, which is, it's not too bad, is it? Really?
not bad, is it?
Jacket potato, a tuna and cheese.
Bacon with cheese.
Ooh. I think these are big redwood sequoia trees. You can feel the soft bark on them. And that's probably only about 100 years old. They grow really fast. It's a lovely bit of forest this. We're following like Roman roads through the forest. It's a bit of a mountain bike park as well. And yeah, very nice section. Feels like walking through Canada right now. Look at this. This one's huge. Big beast. Wonder who planted that. Sequoia trees aren't native to our country, so these will have been planted at some point.
Woodpecker.
Just come across this old bloomery making iron from wood. You can just see all the old woodwork there. I'm assuming this is what they mean. It's like lava. We're walking along the Roman road at the moment. Not sure what the Romans were doing up here. Must have liked the views. We've walked around 11 miles so far today, and we've got, looking at the map, we've still got a fair way to go, so probably another 6, maybe 7 down to Trosfinith and then round to the lake. So yeah, good day of walking, plenty of hills again. Looking a bit wet up here. Hopefully this bit's dry. Oh, obstacle city over there. Let's go that one. Go that side. I don't want to get soaked. You lead the way, and if it looks bad, I'll go a different way. There we go, not too bad. Oh no, here we go. Whoa! Done it. Look at that for a view. Just got our first view of the lake, so we're going to be camping around there hopefully. There's Trosfinith and that's Lynn Trosfinith. So yeah, down to there. How are we getting around this one? Stupid. That's deep, isn't it? Right. Let's take it steady. Bogs. These stepping stones, and we have done it.
Shows the way.
The big bull on the hill. You stay up there, buddy. There's all sorts of animals here. Got a couple of goats. Look, hello. We're just coming into the town. Our last few miles has felt long, but to get around the lake, the footbridge apparently is closed, so we've actually got to go back on ourselves and go round. We're just going to have a little look round the town first. I think there's a shop and a pub and stuff here, and then we'll set off around the lake. We've found a shop. There's a shop here, there's a pub, great views, but we'd have to walk up a big hill to get up to this shop. And then we've got to go back down it. Apparently the campsite halfway around that lake, so we're going to aim for that, see if it's open. But if not, we'll find somewhere to camp along there. Cost cutter. Sweet. It's a good shop. It's got loads of stuff. Getting some snacks for now. We're going to have a tin of lamb and vegetable soup for my starter tonight. So it's worth noting that this little footbridge here is actually closed, so we've got to go back down there and then across there, and then here is a campsite. So if we can get in there, happy days. These big boy rams.
Come on then. Let's have a
It looks like this is a mountain rescue sort of base. Little sign. South Snowdonia Search and Rescue. Yeah. The Rhinog or the Rhinog Mountains are behind us, so maybe it's a team that can get straight up into their mountains if anyone's in trouble. There's a little helicopter landing spot. There we go. Look. So this is the campsite that's on the map, right next to the lake. Looks lovely, but can't see any tents. So we'll go down and see if it's see if we can get on. I can see a couple of picnic benches. Beautiful spot. Is anyone here? That's the question. It says open on that sign there. They're open for camping until the end of this month, so with 12 quid each, with some shower block down there, some picnic benches, and we've basically just got this whole field to ourselves by the looks of it. Look at that. Nice view as well. Hey, look at this mushroom. Jeepers. That's our tea sorted. Look at the size. Big beast. You can have that with your soup.
Finish for the night, that will, won't it?
I'll give you a quick look at the shower block. So there's a little washing up area there, and then there's a sort of drying room slash kitchen. There's a microwave, bit of a seating area. Look at that view over the lake. And then there is a couple of showers and toilets. So this is the shower. And that's me. There we go, we've got some lamb and vegetable soup in the pot and a chilli and rice cooking up for later. I'm just going to let that soak for ages this time, let it really hydrate. What you got?
Well, I've got the same lamb and vegetable. I've got a couple of these I'm going to have with it, and I'm going to have a couple of these cobs of raw to dip in it. I know supposed to be staying
4 pack of cobs and a 4 pack of bitters.
yeah, I'm going to use 2 of them tonight and 2 of them tonight, and then I'm going to save the 2 for tomorrow.
It's getting a bit cold, you know. Got the down jackets on. Oh, still in my shorts though, so it can't be that cold. Right, I'm getting all tucked up in my sleeping bag. It's dropping down to around 3 degrees during the night, so it's going to be a pretty chilly one. And tomorrow's a big day too. I might end this video here, and I'll see you on the next one coming soon. Thanks for watching.